Can we see it after the meet also, sir?
Yes.
Okay.
Hello, good evening. Welcome to the panel discussion on how to control this pandemic COVID-19. The case have been rising up at every place, not only in the states but also in Telugu states like Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. And today we are going to have a panel discussion with the students who are pursuing their Bachelor of Pharmacy at Anurag University. Those are very dynamic and vibrant in making the society a better society. We got the panelists like Shamuda Rahman, who is an active participant to make this society a better society. And we have got Banu Prasad, who is a person dedicated to make the pharmacy research a better area. And also Sindhu, the lady, the girl, who has been always in depth making awareness about the COVID-19 and see that how people can be a better place for living. And I can say that three of them are making this panel discussion, participating in the panel discussion to make how we can prevent it. What are these their ideas? That youth are the backbone for the country, and we have these three dynamic personalities: Shamuda Rahman, CH Prasad, and Sindhu. We'll try to talk to them. First, we'll know their opinion. How is it possible to control this pandemic, and if so, how? Now, I invite Shamuda Rahman to speak on this topic.
Good evening, one and all. Firstly, thank you, sir, for the warm welcome. I would like to speak upon the preventive measures so that we can overcome this pandemic. It's surely possible to overcome the pandemic by taking preventive measures. Like we overcome the first wave and we got the vaccine also, it is surely possible that we will overcome the second wave as well. And the preventive measures, like we can it unless and until it is at most important, we shouldn't step out of the house, and we should try to operate things from our house itself. And if it is very important and necessary, you need to step out of the house, then wear double mask, because they are suggesting that in the second wave it is important to improve your security, that is wearing double mask. Wash your hands frequently with alcohol based sanitizer and alcohol based hand wash, and keep yourself distance maintained from the people who are coughing and sneezing in public. Use your bent elbow when you're coughing or sneezing, so that your hands are not affected. And uh, other measures, like you need to maintain your food habits. And now that everyone are home, and the education system as well, the work from homes are being introduced from in the multinational companies as well, then you can use the small exercises such as breathing exercises, yoga, 10 to 15 minutes only, which will help you improve your breathing capacity. Where if you're infected also, then it will not affect you a lot, and home quarantine will help you cure from it. And these were my suggestions so that we can overcome the pandemic from home quarantine only. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Shamuda Rahman, for telling the list do's and don'ts, especially when you are facing this pandemic. Banu Prasad, any ideas and thoughts how we can control this pandemic? Every day the cases are increasing. There's a lot of panic situation. Sometimes people are being a little bit depressed. How can we
Yes,
control this situation, Banu Prasad?
yes, sir. It's little bit very new to the people, the common people. They are into their lives. Uh, there are many working laborers, and they even don't know what this means, and they are forced into this. Like some daily wages, they face many problems due to this pandemic, and definitely, yes, sir. Their lives are affected um, very dangerously in terms of their livelihood or health. So I think taking measures, taking preventive measures is very far better than anything. We have the saying prevention is better than cure, and likewise this coronavirus is getting mutated and its second wave is running now. So in these type of pandemic situation, it is better to prevent rather than cure. So the vaccine is available now, but in the country they are going like the age wise vaccination is going on. So it's very better if we take preventions rather than wait for the vaccination. um, I want to share some of the information related to research in this area. Last year in the 2020, in the first wave of corona, many researchers went on and they found out that it is a virus strain came from the bacteria found in China. And there's a lot of politics gone, like it was produced in a lab by Chinese government. But apart from all those, I think uh, it's very much better to continue our life using the preventive measures. And last year in the 2020, the Cuba is rated high in its um, providing providing health facilities. And up to many days there were no such cases in the country of Cuba, as we see. It is due to their advanced thinking. It is what makes them uh, you know makes them ineffective. Like now the WHO is conducting experiments, and the scientists also found out that corona is now even passing through the air, the atmosphere. uh, in the 2020 we only know that it transfers from one person to another person from the mouth droplets. And now scientists are claiming that it can spread through the air, it can present in the atmosphere. So it's very much dangerous, this second wave. And we can see daily the cases are increasing very enormous amounts, in very enormous amounts. I think the claim of scientists is very true. Like it can pass through the atmosphere, so it's very much needed for our prevention measures. So wearing double mask, actually wearing double masks ensures the protection. Even the outer mask traps these virus. The inner mask is the inner mask protects us from the entering of virus particles. And as Shamuda told, practicing yoga is very much needed, as coronavirus mainly affects the breathing tract, the respiratory tract. So practicing yoga and
Th-
being healthy is very important.
Thank you, Banu. Thank you for covering various points, that especially why the second wave is more powerful than the first wave, and also, as you rightly said, that prevention is better than cure, and you have suggested few things. Now let's take the point of view of
Yes.
Sindhu. Could you please let us know that how we can control this pandemic situation? And Banu
Yes.
Prasad has shared that no, this is going to be more viral. The viral is very virulent, and it has got many variations. And he also started telling that no, it is airborne now. It's no more the disease like earlier. It was only through droplets. So, what's your take on this? Sindhu? How can we control this COVID-19 pandemic situation now?
Yeah. Good evening, everyone. So, as our both panelists have been told that it's been really a tough situation for putting even our words to say the effect of this COVID-19 in our lives. And I like, as we all know, coming together is a learning, and being together, working together is a success. So I just think that we all together can come out of this pandemic by maintaining the social distance and wearing the mask and being able to follow all the precautionary measures. And coming to this COVID, like it is very dangerous now. It's being very dangerous than our first wave. The virus has reported a very uptick of cases during the past days. So like if we follow the correct precautions, wearing a double mask as we have been told by the two panelists, and main thing is, though we wear a mask, it is mandatory to maintain a social distance. That makes a way to be safe from the COVID. So we should follow all the measures. We should, as Shamuda have been told, that we have to do yoga and we have to take proper food. We should maintain, and main thing is that we should be positive and we should be strong. That we should not stress ourselves. It's definitely been a very stressful condition to everyone, but maintaining the positivity in these situations leads us to be a good human being and makes us happy. So being positive, not being stressed, and maintaining all the precautions and following all the rules and regulations, being ourselves apart from everything, maintaining everything, I think we can overcome this pandemic with all together. Yes.
Thank you, Sindhu. Thank you for saying that it is all teamwork that everybody together can work and prevent this COVID-19. And I really appreciate the inputs given by all of you were sharing about these SMS, sanitization, mask, and social distancing. Why do you think that even when we had this first wave, we had all these things, if I'm right? Now, why this no the second wave has come on? Most of the times, you find that the cases are increasing enormously. What are the reasons for this increase, rapid increase? What is your analysis related to this? Who would like to speak here? You can raise your hand so that I can give chance for them. Shamuda, why don't you go ahead?
Sure, sir. Sir,
I'm sorry,
the
Banu, did
second.
you raise your hand? Yeah, please. If you raised your hand, you can go ahead, Banu Prasad. Then after you, I'll give opportunity for Samda too. Okay.
Okay, sir. As you said, the second wave is very powerful. The second wave is spreading fastly than the first wave. We have all these mass sanitizing, and it was first time for us, so we were taking extra care about it. But the second wave, in the second wave, what we observed is the spreading is very fast. As I mentioned before, the corona new variant, I think the new variant of corona is like more powerful, as it is spreading through air. As I said, it has now become airborne, and that's the reason it is it is spreading very fastly in this second wave. uh, and this was not the case with the first wave. This is my opinion. I think.
Thank you, Banu Prasad. You mean to say that because of this virulent virus, that's the reason it's spreading very fast. What do you think,
Yes.
Shamuda? Why it is no spreading very fast? Infection rate every day it's increasing. What are the reasons for this?
As our panelist Banu Prasad told, that's the new variant which is causing the difference between the first wave and the second wave. It is that in the second wave, the mutant virus, that is in the same virus, there are two strains that are mutated, and this is causing the severity of the spread. Because before, in the first wave, that is in the first wave, it was spread from the surfaces. Now it is in the air. Now in the second wave, we have observed the carelessness of the public, because they took it in a neglected way and they were not wearing the mask. So the air they breathe in, they easily acquire the disease. So this is the major cause for the spread of the second wave rapidly.
Can I take it like you said that no, that is one reason is that about the virus which is be virulent and also it's airborne.
Yes,
And
sir.
second thing is that carelessness. Am I
Yes.
right? Okay, thank you. Sindhu, what's your take on this? Why the second wave is spreading very
Like
fast? What are the
so,
reasons? So Banu
so
Prasad said that it is because of airborne so more. And Samantha said that apart from that, the reason is that people are also careless. That's the reason things are happening like this. Sindhu, please.
Yes, sir. This biopsychosocial strain of COVID-19 is really dangerous, sir. And it is really making us all a very tough situation. And as we have been 1 year in this situation, coming at the last, we thought that it is really decreasing, but at sudden peak, it got increased very rapidly, and we didn't even expect it being like this. As both our panelists have been told, it is a second mutant in the virus, and mainly the as we thought that it is decreased and we stopped maintaining all our precautions and being usual, that also made us increasing the cases. So like I think this we should follow this all the measures and all the precautions until we completely get rid of this virus. And we should encourage everyone to be careful and not say that it is a normal virus and don't take it casually. We should maintain everything, and like we should be careful in every way that not to be affected by this virus.
That's fine, Sindhu, but you should be careful. You're telling that, and Samantha says that people are careless. Manuprasad said it's spreading through virus. No, you are telling all the preventive measures. I really appreciate your point of view in that area. No, why it's increasing? No, what is the reason? Apart from these two reasons, are there any specific reason that you would like to think that it has been spreading very fast?
Yes, sir. So coming, we just thought that like other, I think that seasonal changes is also affecting the virus. And
Okay.
as we thought that the summer to the last peak summer, we got our first case in January 30th in Kerala, and that started spreading complete India. It is onto the peak in the middle summer, sir. It got very to the peak, and after that it got decreasing very while. That means that it depends upon our temperatures also. So as same again now, and same in summer again we saw the rising cases. So I just think that even temperature is affecting us, and people being not more conscious is also a reason, I think so.
Thank you, Sindhu. Thank you very much. I'm really happy that you shared your opinion at your level. What can be done? So, people, there is a lot of discussion happening in the society that the best way is number one is how we can go for the lockdown is the one of the solutions that the people are telling. And would you agree with this statement? Like lockdown is important for at this point of time to curb this menace of COVID-19 infections rate. What's your opinion on this? Anybody can go ahead and let me know. Yeah, please, Samantha, you can go ahead.
So lockdown cannot be the solution for some extent, because till now the financial condition of the country and the state have been affected a lot because of the 1 year lockdown almost. So taking more care, more and more care is the only solution. Lockdown may not be the solution, because now we can see that government has imposed a lockdown, that is the night curfew. But even though people are roaming around, even though if they don't have the use of coming out or the need of coming out, we cannot deny that people come back from their workplaces late nights, and lockdown should not be the solution, sir. According to my point of view, lockdown may not be the solution.
What do you think, Banu Prasad? No, Samantha says that lockdown is never a solution for this prevention of this COVID-19. What do you think? Because
Yes,
as you
sir.
know that people are moving ahead. No, if I'm right, from today onwards only they stopped these movies and all other malls and all. But earlier everything was open. And don't you think that no lockdown will help us to control this COVID-19? Shamuda says that no, it may not be because that is not the solution for this problem. Where then we have to contain ourselves and self-discipline is very important. If I'm right, Shamuda was sharing. What's your opinion on this, Banu Prasad?
Sir, I agree with her point of view, and according to me, uh, yeah, this the lockdown helps a lot, uh, so that all the people will be at home, and the rise in the cases will be decreasing day by day, if we impose lockdown. But as Samuda told, our country's economy is uh, very bad in 2020 when we imposed lockdown. So I think it's not better idea as of now to impose lockdown. So because country's economy is very important, and so the lives of people. So self awareness should be brought in people, and the politicians should take more constant interest on that, uh, making self awareness among people. And the night curfew, yes, the night curfew helps, I think. And theaters closing of theaters, and I think hotels, restaurants, all these public places should be closed. um, Only workplaces should be open for economy purpose, and that's it, sir. I think lockdown
Thank you,
is
One
not.
Prasad. You mean to say that where are the public places are there where people gather, like restaurants should be and other malls and all should be closed and restricted those areas so that we can control. Thank you, Banu. How about you, Sindhu? No, because both the panelists, Amuda and Banu, says that lockdown is not the solution. What's your opinion on
Yes,
this?
yes, sir. I definitely agree with Shabuda and Banu, sir, because lockdown is not only the solution, sir. Being lockdown is a part of being making us cautious, and we all know that we all have our own works, and it is very important for all our daily needs. But being all aside, we should be careful and we should be cautious. Like lockdown is like making us. Far from all these huge crowds and making us be isolated in our houses and spread, like it is stopping the, it is a part of stopping the spread of corona. And I think that with lockdown or without lockdown, it is ourselves being very cautious and maintaining all the measures. So I think that it is a part which makes us being it is a part of solution for stopping this pandemic, sir.
So you mean to say that lockdown should be imposed?
No, sir. I just don't say that it is. It should be imposed, sir, because we have many things. Like if like we think that lockdown is of something that making us, but if we think about the world, there are many people who is suffering a lot during this lockdown. So thinking about all of them, we should maintain ourselves social distance and thinking about all of them that everyone are equal and we should be we should ourselves be safe, sir, so that everyone can also be safe.
That's wonderful, Sindhu. Very good. Okay. Now, before we concluding, I would like to know the concluding remarks from you. Uh, Tell me the one most important thing that the society has to do to curb this menace of COVID-19. What are your suggestions? You can give your concluding remarks on this. You know that how to control this pandemic COVID-19 situation.
So
Yeah.
my suggestion is the public should cooperate with the government, and whatever the rules government is imposing, we need to uh, coordinate with that. And my only message to all the audience watching this is, we have come across the first wave and we will come across the second wave also. Just don't lose hope and stay positive during all this. Just don't get depressed because of the negativity spread all there. Stay safe, stay secure.
That's great, Samada. How about you, Banu Prasad? What's your concluding remarks?
Yes, sir. Panicking is not the solution. Some people panic a lot if they get infected. If the people get infected or not infected, it is not a solution for panicking. Staying confident and having trust on the government is very important in this critical time. And for the public, I just suggest that they should be more aware of what the pandemic is and how dangerous the situation is getting. So I suggest everyone to get vaccinated as soon as possible, and taking preventive measures is needed, and being healthy and improving our immunity is very much needed, so that uh, we can tackle with the virus. So yeah, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Banu Prasad. You meant to say that people should build up their immunity and let them be positive, not to get depressed or panicked. Okay. Thank you, Banu Prasad. Sindhu, what? Your closing remarks, please.
Yes, sir. Sir, I just think that focusing on our problems doesn't pay us anything. We should focus on our possibilities to resolve our solutions. So, like maintaining everything as we have discussed in this panel, we should be cautious. And main thing is that we should mentally be positive and mentally be strong. That we should ourselves be strong that we can come across this pandemic. So, being maintaining all measures and being social distanced, following all the rules and regulations, and knowing about this pandemic, and encouraging everyone to stay safe. We should follow all the precautionary measures, and and we should I think it will decrease our COVID-19 pandemic, sir. So I just want to say everyone seeing this discussion is that stay safe, be mentally strong, and be and stay home. That's it, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Sindhu. Thank you. You have been a wonderful panel for the discussion on the topic how to control this COVID-19 pandemic. Thanks for your time and your thoughts on this controlling the pandemic situation like COVID-19. Shamuda Rahman, Sech Banu Prasad, and Sindhu for sharing your idea and thought. And I hope that audience you listen to them, that the young people, the future scientists, they are their suggestions are stay home, stay safe, stay secure with a positive attitude. India has seen many kind of crises. This is not a major one. We are going to work work out and find the solution for this. Be strong mentally and make yourself more happy. And self discipline is the only success mantra for this. And also the most important thing is that, as you know, from May 1st onwards, the COVID-19 vaccine is also available for the people above 18 years. Get vaccinated now. 45 years and above get vaccinated. And as the panelist shared that positivity is very important, solution based is very important, and double mask or social distancing or sanitizing is very important. And at the same time, keep yourself hale and healthy and build your immunity. Make the society a better society. Thank you, all the panelists, for coming and sharing your opinion.